Hey, Howard here at 82 Maple again. Thanks for continuing the journey with me. In this little video, I just kind of summarize a little project I took on yesterday, and I tend to take on way too many ambitious projects for which I have no background skills, training, or experience. Just raw ambition. And so what I rely on to see me through are the tools. And this little video is about the tools that helped me transform 2 dump truck loads of gravel, totaling about 27 cubic yards, into a finished grade where I'm going to park my equipment. I'm going to erect a couple of little poly shelters I got to keep some of my equipment out of the rain, you know, and as it would turn out today, the snow. Man, Mother Nature has just been cruel to us. Today is Friday the 13th, and she whipped up a little horror show for us. And so you see here the fresh snow that came down last night. As I'm out here, I've got this toque on because it's about 5 degrees above freezing, but hey, that's beside the point. Over here, I've got various equipment that I just really prefer not to have sitting around outside, including that little gem there, the little 53 Ferguson. It just will serve me a lot better and a lot longer when it's properly stored from the elements. This little video started out as a piece for the grandkids. Lenny just loves to see a dump truck at work along with other equipment. But hey, there's some learnings for the adults in here too. You're going to see the 4066 at work with that front bucket. Then we're going to use a rake, a 72-inch Frontier rake, which amazingly does an excellent job of moving gravel around. I've used it for a couple of years now for that sort of purpose. And then we're going to put the land plane to work, and you're going to just love hearing that little Ferguson down in low gear and at low throttle, just easing along, chugging along, and moving dirt while I'm having fun. Stay tuned. Well, Lenny, look what Grandpa's coming in here. I think this is one of your favorite things. Yeah, see, we're getting some gravel and we're redoing this whole section here, Lenny. And we're gonna back up and we're gonna dump off some gravel, and then I'll send you another video with what we do next. But, whoa, let's watch what he's doing. He's backing up carefully. That is awesome. There it goes. Look at that, Lenny. Look at it all spilling out of there. Isn't that the coolest? Now you know what he's gonna do next. He's gonna pull ahead, and we're gonna hear the tailgate go. Whoa, there we go. And now the box is going down. Okay, kids, let's get started. I'm going to start by grabbing a couple of bucketfuls of this wonderful gravel here and taking it over near my sawmill shed, because I need to keep a little bit of this over here, because I'm going to finish off and do some work around the sawmill area. So that's the very first thing you're going to see me doing, is I'm probably going to bring about 4 bucketfuls of this over here. Hey, okay. Hey, if you're wondering why I'm running tractor chains on here, well, partly it's because I just don't feel like taking them off. And secondly, a long time ago and far away, up in a place called Prince George, I logged during the summer, and we ran tire chains like that all summer long, just because it provided better traction, and as long as one takes it easy on the equipment, hey, you don't have to worry about twisting up an axle or doing anything of the sort. And at $800 for a pair of chains, you know what? Those things are going to last me, even running them in summer for all that I do. They'll last me for 8 to 10 years. And I don't have to take them on and off. And they provide that little extra grip just when I need it. So here we go. We're gonna fire up the old Ferguson here, and let's see what we can do with this mess we've got here. Okay, put some gloves on here, and yeah, we'll see if we can smooth this out a little bit. Boy, I like the sound of that. Got a little bit of fill to put on this end back here, so I'm just going to drag a bit of this material that way, and let's see what we end up with for a result. I didn't want to spend any more than an hour and a half maybe leveling all of this. I think we might just come in under that. Okay, so here's where we're at. You see how the rake gave us a much better smoothing than a blade would. The blade would kind of be digging and diving for the most part. And so I would fiddle with that, and I would play with my controls and do a bunch of things. But with the land plane, that's going to come out. But this rake, I find, is pretty effective at just moving gravel around and getting enough of a smoothing so I can kind of eyeball things. So now, thanks to the joys of quick attach, I'm just going to quickly drop the rake and pick up the land plane, and we'll see what we can do here to finish this off. It's just a ton of fun, and I love the sound of this old Ferguson as it labors along at low RPMs. you'll have seen the angle of the blades and how I'm moving everything towards the fence now, given those angles. And so after the first pass, we're going to continue with this, and I think we should land in a good place. Slow and steady. Just come back into view. Coral's just calling me. She needs a hand down at the barn. She hurt her back pretty good this last week and has some heavy lifting to do. But you can kind of see what's going on here, and you don't get much better finish than that. You know what? This little land plane from Frontier, sorry about the wind and the noise, but that land plane represents some of the best value dollar for dollar that I've spent in terms of implements. Does a great job with driveways, does a great job with a project like this. Like, that just doesn't get any better than that. I'm really happy with where we landed at on that. I hope it shows up in the camera. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and stay warm, be well, and at 82 Maple, we're hanging on to all 8 fingers and 2 thumbs while we're having fun. Talk soon. Hey, just had to show you one more thing with this land plate. It is excellent for black back blading. You'll notice that the cutting edges on it are two-way, and hey, just stay tuned here for another minute and I'll show you what this thing does. That's not bad. And again, Frontier LP 1172 land plane, 72 inches wide, will operate really well on any 25 horse tractor or thereabouts. If you don't have one, it's worth looking into.